Alright, so today we're going to work on the wheels for the Wally. Yesterday I did, all of last week I did the arms, which was cute. They articulate. These won't be servo driven with the, I believe these movement will be, but I don't, the fingers won't be. Okay. Did the head yesterday. There was an issue with the glue. One side, I applied the crazy glue to it. For plexiglass, it does cause the film to get filmy. So what I'll do is I'm going to spray paint over this, cover this, of course, and then I'm going to apply a gloss, frosty finish on that, just to clean it up, because I can't take it apart now. It's actually glued in, so it's something I can't do. So that's that. I also did the neck yesterday, which is pretty cool. So today we're going to be working on the wheels. I had to reprint these pieces, mainly because the ones that originally came with this set, the printed parts didn't fit the wheels. So I went into Fusion 360 and created these with a smaller diameter for both of these. The other ones were a little bit too big. You can see the difference there. See the difference? Yeah. So that's that. I'm not sure how long this is going. Ooh, that's a spider. One thing I don't like is spiders. Oof, scary. All right. There we go. So these are the tracks, and first I need to get this together. Yesterday I started on these, and I had to trim all these little pieces. It's just a little bit too much, so I decided, nope, not gonna do that. What I decided to do instead is to print them individually. That should make it easier. So let me separate these out. This is step 1. The next step will be to add the housing for the wheels. That shouldn't take long. This, however, I think there's 70 tracks on here. Yes, there's 70 tracks on here. And I'm thinking it's said to print. So it's said to print. You can see it. Tank tracks 70. I'm hoping that's not for just one side of Wally. I'm hoping that that's 70, so that's 35 per wheel, and not 70 for one wheel. Otherwise, I can only do one wheel, and I'll have to print the balance of those, and that takes probably to print 70 of these, probably a day, maybe. Originally, I printed these in black, and I thought maybe I'll add a little color. And I was thinking, why not add just a little bit of color, but just in case. I think when I printed those, 3 of them didn't print out correctly, so I might need to I might have a couple of blacks instead of grays. Here we go. There we go. Now, if you are into 3D printing and you want to build the Wally, I have links in the description for, I think it's Chili Basket. This is original. It's called the Chili Basket replica. He actually did some modifications to it, so then the eyes would articulate. So then they would, Wally would go like, this, or he added the articulation for the eyes and the hands. I believe that's what he did. Alright, so the first step is to start assembling, and this is going to be a task. Where's my screwdriver? Now the last video I did was 3 hours long, but I'm thinking about chopping that down to maybe 30-minute segments, because that's a long time to watch a video. I mean, I watch a lot of videos, but 3 hours to watch a video, it's a long time. So that's what I'll do. I'll chop it down when I get the opportunity to do so. Let's see. This one's in the wrong way. They have to go in a certain way. There's a short leg and a long leg. I think I may have put this one incorrectly. There we go. Yeah, I did. Okay. I don't know if I should put this one to the side since I kind of damaged it. Alright, so it goes in here. And it pushes back. There we go. So that's 1 in. 1 out of 60. When I post this video, what I'll do is I'll probably cut all this out and jump from maybe putting 5 together to putting just 5 together instead of all 70. You know who that is. Excuse me. Go. It was certainly easier than yesterday. Yesterday was a bit tricky. This goes in here. Yeah, certainly easier than maybe because parts were so. And they weren't so cleaned. I don't know. Maybe I was tired. And it's certainly frustrating to spend a whole week printing everything to finally start to assemble it, and you find some of the pieces. And it could be my printer settings, but I'm trying to figure out how would that be if everything is printed with the same settings. Now I have an Ender Creality Ender 3, and right now it's printing the back of the body, and that's because I forgot to print that, so I had to print that up today. I'll get a camera later on, so then I could show my printer printing. So I have, anyway, I was saying I have the Creality Ender 3 and the Ender 5. This is something I do as a hobby. I have a twin sister, and she got me into this. She's an electronics person. She doesn't do Wally. She actually does battery banks and solar power generator stuff. Yeah. So that's what she's doing. But there we go. Not bad. It's coming together. It's gonna be cute. I'm excited. I can't wait to get to the, I hope I didn't drop any. I sure did. To programming Wally. This, you get the servers, you have your buck converter. You also have your Arduino. And then there's a cap, there's a server cap for the Arduino. So everything, I believe I have everything. The only thing I don't have is the 12-volt battery pack. That is a little tricky to get a hold of, mainly because I'm not sure until I put this together what I will actually need. I'll be honest with you, it would have been nice if the maker of this, the designer of this, would have included, well, the guy who modded this up would have included, the battery pack that he used. Like, for instance, for the eyes, it took, we had to order the eyes. I initially got the lenses for, I'm modeling this Switch VR system. Because I don't like the cardboard version, so I'm modeling a new version for the Switch. So I got the lenses for that, and we got it from AliExpress. Now, if anyone is familiar with AliExpress takes a month, 2, 3. I ordered one part before. I think I ordered the silent board for my Ender 3 through AliExpress. It was a good deal. It took 3 months to get it. So if you're in a rush to get things, pay the Amazon price and be done with it. If you're not in a rush with it, then AliExpress is the way to go. The only thing, there are certain things you have to be wary of on electronics. The quality might not be as good, but then again, Amazon, a lot of their electronic stuff is shipped from China, so they, you still have the chance of getting crappy stuff. Yeah, so this is coming along. Sorry. Do this real quick. All right. I mean, I got 6 done so far. This may go fast. I mean, if it's there we go. 7 and all this to go. I wonder if I should just Let me see. Do an assembly. Just create. Would it be harder if I get these ready? Get these ready. Oh, and I may be short a foot. I forgot that. I may be short one of these. My printer went out and there was some printing error, so. There we go. Go. Oh, this one's broke. This is what I said I needed to print extra ones, so I might have to use the black ones. Some of these are going in fairly easy compared to yesterday. It was a bit tricky. You can see the difference from 3D printing it. And cutting it up, you can't get it clean cut. It's kind of laggy. Not sure why it's laggy. I might yeah, why is my cam, why is this so laggy? Let's bring the resolution down a bit and see if that helps. Let me fix the size. There we go. Let's see if that affects the feed rate. Let me also change. I apologize. Let's move this over a bit. Sorry. There we go. I hope you can see. And it shouldn't be so laggy. There we go. I stream it at 3K. So I brought it down to 1080p. I just realized I was doing all that talking and I didn't make sure my mic was on. Go. Definitely faster this time. Maybe the inside is not clean. Check. Let's try again. There we go. Just realized I put these in backwards. Well, I didn't put them backwards, it's just this one go here. This is the black one. So that may be a little tricky to put in. Look at that. I anticipated getting all this together. And then the last thing, well, not next to the last, I guess the last assembly would be the body with the hands and the head. Getting all the electronics installed. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, so it's 70. I'm trying to see if I read this weird. So it says I only need 70. I think I gotta go look at the thing verse. I got a feeling that this is just gonna be one wheel. That means I gotta print the second, do the second wheel. But once I do the first wheel, I'm not gonna show me assembling the second wheel because it's pretty much the same as the first. There we go. There we go. I think the gray is pretty, I mean, you can't really tell. The gray in the back kind of brings a little contrast, a little depth. Earlier I mentioned that having to reprint these spindles, axles, because of the size being too big for the wheels. I also had to do it for, had to go in and remodel. I got this wrong. Remodel these. The eyes for the lenses. The lens size I have was, I think, 43. I can't recall. 36, 43, something like that. And they were too big for this. So I actually had to go remodel this in Fusion 360 and increase the eye. And even still, when I printed it out, it was still a bit too tight. So I had to do a lot of sanding and grinding down yesterday for the eyes and the neck. Also, I had issues with the neck. Some of the parts were a bit too, like, not a lot of tolerance included in the making of the part. For some printers, you have to have some kind of if you put in an inch, you may not print out an inch. It may print out, well, it's in millimeters. Okay, so if you draw 10 millimeters, it may print out as 12, or greater. So you have to allow for that. But typically, this one's kind of broke. Typically, my thought about that was that if I put, like I did, a bolt. So if I do a bolt in the program, you would think that if I do the screw and the bolt at the same time and they fit in the program, that when you print it out, they would fit. But for some reason, it didn't. You see, and these are the same threads. It's just that when it printed this one, I don't know. So I redid it and kind of went into the program and changed the pitch of the threads to compensate for that, and it worked. I actually have it sitting. I use it for a spindle, for my wire spindle, and I have it sitting under my desk. I mount it underneath my desk to hold wire bundle. Now I do have the Ender 5 Plus, but all these parts were printed on the Ender 3. My Ender 5 is out of commission for a bit. There's something wrong with the Z-axis with the BL Touch, so I ordered and the Ender 5 Plus, the firmware is not open source, so you can't go in and manipulate it. The Ender 3 is considered to be one of the DIY printers because you can go in and configure it and mod it to your heart's content. I've seen people actually turn it into CNC machines as well, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I ordered a new board, and that also have the firmware. A new board because it's a silent board. That Ender 5 Plus is loud as all get out. Now, granted, I'm in the basement, and no one sleeps in the basement. Well, sometimes guests come over, and they'll sleep on the couch in the basement, but typically, no one sleeps in the basement if I'm printing. But it's still, when I'm sitting at my desk and I'm gaming, the thing is loud on the mic. It's like, and it's hard to, it's like, it's not even AC loud, an air conditioner loud or a fan loud. It's like crazy loud, and you get that sound in your headphones when you're trying to communicate to your teammates. So I'm upgrading it to a silent board. I've already done that for the 3. Well, it looks like one of the things broke over here. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I hope not. We'll see. Wally starts moving sideways. So many to do. This was a little bit hard. Put a black one in here. How many of these? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 21. No, it could be. It could be yeah. Thinking it could be 70. So 35 each. Yeah, that might be the case. It's gonna be tricky closing this up. So this is 21, so this is 22. Yes. Ooh, that bundle got smaller. Like I said, I'll probably do the second wheel. We'll do the first wheel, the one that has the motor in it. We'll work on that. And then the second wheel I'll do offline. Ooh.
Tell me how many pills you took. many pills you took.
Mama. Aw, man. Pay attention to that. This way.
I want you to listen
Very careful. Let's make sure I have them oriented right so I don't constantly keep putting it in and taking it apart.
Yeah, I got a suggestion.
I'm oriented right, yet I still did one that was backwards. How is that possible?
I'd have to see a specialist.
This has been a public service. You're a girl.